Welcome to Dunmers and Divines.
Right?
Part 2, same day.
Part 2, same day.
Okay. So, about 30 minutes later, a guard arrives and puts a bit in your mouth, so you will be unable to speak. It's wrapped around your head. You're sort of around it. You and the other prisoners are escorted out of your cells and brought into the Great Hall of the fort, where you see both Imperial officers of the law around the edges, but in the center is a desk with two Dunmer, both of whom are wearing a bone mold armor chest piece over fine clothes. These are well-established men. They're very well-groomed, very stylish. Both look to be probably at least 100, 120 minimum, which is, life cycle of about 250 years. So
Okay.
middle-aged.
Middle-aged. Heard.
Old enough that their beards fully come in, which happens late for most elves. Dunmer especially.
Oh wow! So I'm like
You're precocious.
I've been drawing my character with a beard. Yeah, very very precautious. I don't think I've written age 30.
Yeah, that's
You
young
you-
for
you draw-
for as
you
full
draw-
of a beard as you have.
you get maturity like same stages as humans. I would assume.
It's a little slower, but mostly, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm like
You're young adults.
I'm like young enough to sign up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Age of consent.
yeah. I'm old enough to have signed up last year.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you're not the only prisoner here. They seem to basically be going down a line. Some are allowed to speak in their own defense, presumably those who are not spellcasters. You and what should I just name him? Galerin, I think.
I didn't write it down. That's
The
My-
Dunmer that was in the cell next to you.
gallery. I feel like I need to remember to write his name down because he's gonna be on my kill list.
So you and Galerin are towards the end. He also is gagged, and has the same spellcaster.
Oh, you mean Glendon?
Glendon, that's it.
Glendon
Yes,
from
yes.
the cell next to me.
Glendon from the cell next to you. Yeah. So he also is gagged and has the same mage gauntlets on. Y'all are the only two that do. The line goes down. In each case, the charges are read out. A defendant is allowed to make a statement. You see some of them get cut off part of the way through if they don't keep it within a certain length. Someone tries ranting and raving, but they are simply forced to be quiet via spell command.
Oh wow, they've got spellcasters in the court.
The magistrates specifically command be seated and be quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, court with a spellcaster. I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if I think of they must have a medallion of detect thoughts. That is such a good way to. I rolled a 7. Cool. I think Gladius is there is a chance that Caius Crusadis hasn't been ready to intervene yet, and that I will get executed or something. So in preparation for having to do something drastic, but also staying subtle, as per Mephala principles, I'm going to subtle cast. Oh no, Unseen Helper has a material component. Shit, what is it? A bit of string and a piece of wood. I'm not doing unseen helper. Never mind.
Okay. The line is moved down. Every time that a defendant finishes their statement, the magistrates then immediately give a sentence.
Is it what sort of sentences am I hearing for which crimes?
For the theft of a guar, someone is sentenced to 6 months forced labor. For trespassing, someone is sentenced to 10 public lashings. There is a case of assault, which when someone clarifies, it's mentioned that that their house was insulted and someone threatened to break into their family tomb and disturb the ashes, and describe their attacker as having been an Imperial. After this statement in their defense, the magistrates sort of nod and sentence them to 1 week of confinement within a cell, which is very different from what you would expect based on the charges as they were read. But it seems like mitigating circumstances, a little bit of Dunmary privilege.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a Dunmer. I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. The line proceeds down, and it's strange because they've been calling people in order down the line, and your pal with the
Glendon
is before you in line, but the
They skip me?
so they say your name. They seem to be skipping him. They say, Gladius, you have been charged with 64 counts of murder in the first degree, etc., listing off your crimes, and specify then, as you are capable of casting spells, you have been asked to prepare a statement in your own defense, which we will read off now.
Okay, it was like 2 minutes.
The option to not keep it brief. I would like to make and on the other hand, like this is like,
Give it another 20 seconds.
I do not just, I do not just babble my oath. Instead, I'm going to say, I, Gladius, am a member of the Imperial Blades, and it is under the authority of my superiors within the Blades that I have acted the way that I have acted, and successfully prevented fraud by the Halalu House. My mission is complete, and please release me right now.
The same person who reads this note off says, we also do have a note attached to this from a local Blades chapter member, the local Blades spy master, indicating that this person has no connection to the Imperial Blades.
What? Gladius goes, huh?
The magistrates look down at their notes and say, well, in the context of that defense, as well as your actions, we sentence you, Gladius, to execution to be completed as soon as possible and publicly. Your date shall be set soon. They then...
I think, is Gladius, checking the names, okay, bag over my head?
No, you're able to see these proceedings clearly. They then...
Okay,
and
hold on.
Okay.
Common clothes. Have I I've got a little belt, maybe not a fancy one. Maybe it's like string belt.
You're wearing a tunic and loose pantaloons.
So like no way to like stop it from dropping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's got like a drawstring, but no belt.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Is there anything made out of wood near me in the courtroom?
Yes.
Okay.
You're seated on a wooden chair.
Cool. Okay. Real quick. Okay. I would like to like thrash around. I am trying to break off a bit of wood from the chair. Like break it enough that there's a bit of wood that has come off of it in my struggle to not be executed.
Okay.
Athletics? Deception?
Sure, athletics.
Okay.
You're not trying to be subtle about it. So.
16.
Yeah, you're able to break off a little piece of wood.
Cool.
Before you are then like restrained again by guards.
Cool. If I'm able... Oh, shit. Okay. I'm restrained, so I can't, like, grab the piece of wood and the piece of string and cast Unseen Helper.
I mean, you're restrained. That doesn't stop spellcasters.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. Since Unseen Helper has, like, a bit of, the material component, a bit of string and a bit of wood, but also verbal and somatic components, I'm going to use one sorcerer point to cast subtle cast, and I'm gonna have the little unseen helper appear within 60 feet of me. Okay, cool. It's gonna be on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Invisible, and after that I kind of like drop the piece of wood and like don't resist as much getting dragged away.
You're not dragged away yet.
Oh.
The court then proceeds with its functioning. So far, all of the defendants are still seated in the same row. So it seems like they do this in batches, and everyone just has to sit there for the duration.
Okay. Unseen servant, grab the keys. Grab the keys.
The bailiff then turns directly to you and says, Blendon Luvelle, you have been charged with destruction of the property of a noble and disruption to the enterprises of a noble. As you are also a spellcaster, we have a prepared statement from Luvelle, which I will read out now. I can only apologize for the actions that I have taken against the Great House Redarin. It is with my most sincere apologies that I approach this court. I had no intention to in any way damage the means or processes within the Remoran egg mine. I appreciate still that my contrition is not sufficient for clemency, and look forward to the corrections which will assist me in becoming a functioning member of living under the glorious banner of House Redarin once again. The magistrates nod and say,
What is happening?
well, that is an excellent show of contrition, so I'd say 1 month, or 3 months forced labor, perhaps an egg mine this time, in the north. Nisus sounds good. Excellent. That is the last case in the batch, so you are all brought back to your cells. Except for Gladius, who is brought in a different direction. You can see as you are brought down towards the dungeons again, Gladius is brought directly to a stone and has his head laid down upon it. And shortly thereafter, it's separated from its shoulders.
I would like to make an intelligence check to see if Gladius stops the unseen servant from grabbing the... Like, understands quickly enough that, like, from across the room, the unseen servant can make its way and discreetly, like, grab the keys off of the guard or not. May I roll intelligence?
Go ahead.
Cool. How difficult is it to navigate the courtroom from one end to the other?
I mean, there's fairly open spaces, and this is an unseen servant, so
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna say on a 10 or 15. Cool. But my intelligence checks, man, they've been going like cool. Gladius, I think, stops the unseen servant from doing anything, and then is like, okay, just hide until whenever.
That is where we're gonna have to call it for today. So,
Cool.
Darn wish.
My wish is for immediately. Let's do next game. The prison break immediately, but it's out of the courtroom, and the unseen helper is the helper on the inside. You thought like my star is, oh my gosh, you've given so many like great opportunities to interact with the outside world or to characterize Gladius at a time when like
I do need to be getting ready, so we're
yeah.
not gonna be able to do this in here.
Okay. At a time when it's supposed to be boring, you know, when you're in the cell.